Hi folks, are you interested in giving some proper visuals to your dioramas with posters and maps and rugs and maybe some signs, maybe some boxes? Then this here from AK may be the answer to your prayers. Right, on my workbench I have this AK Interactive cutouts book that they've published this year, and inside here are different mediums of paper and cardboard, and they have boxes you can cut out. You have signs, traffic signs, you have police tape, calendars, newspapers, rugs. They have all sorts in here, so that you can cut out and manipulate and give your diorama some visuals. Now, it says here inside, if you open up the book, table of contents, you have boxes, as I said, posters, signs, flags, all this here, board games, playing cards, envelopes, quite a lot inside this, a lot of subject matter inside here. Carpets, you've got flags as well, everything that you would need. And if you open up, it even explains here in the introduction the reasons why they've did it. Now, apparently it was Tamiya who began including small signs and posters on the back of some of their boxes, and then they said that there was a company called Verlinden in the 1980s that gave or produced commercially referenced material of printed signs and posters, so you're able to add these kind of visuals to your diorama or vignette. Okay, and then they go through things to use. Obviously cutting mats required. Use scissors, use your knife, different PVA glue, or you can use your the good old Pritt stick, and basically just showing you that you don't need a lot of equipment really to get the best out of this book. Now, they're saying here you can buy aluminium sheet, wood, or plastic card, and then they're telling you here that you can use different materials to get different effects. You can wash and weather these signs, and you can create something that looks this good. Baghdad. Again, moving over the page. Now, they do have the technical sign here. I'll go into this a little bit because I've actually gone through the book and there is no technical signs in here or 7-Up or anything like that. So this might be from another book that they're going to be producing of like more modern stuff. More, what can I say, civilian. This is more military, this book. So maybe in the future they'll be bringing out more civilian stuff. But again, they're showing you how to scratch the paper just to get these sort of effects. And if you can do that, you're doing well. Look at that 7-Up there. Looks fantastic. So going through again, you've got your rugs and telling you that to use a varnish on here, like a matte varnish, to help you produce that sort of effect. And again, it's fantastic. This book has got some really good stuff. Again, scratching the material to get like a really abused look on the posters. And again, there's lots of information there in the introduction. Right, so now the materials are very much cardboard and paper, and you get your boxes. Hopefully, if I can get in close enough, zoom in slightly, and so you can see as best here. If I just move this down a little bit, you can see these boxes here have got some really good detail on, and they're coming in different scales. So you've got your 1/35 here and your 1/48, 1/35, 1/48 going through. These are the German Army Knackerbrots, and these are basically 1/35 to 1/48 right the way through. Have they got 172s here? Maybe they've just done these in 1/35 or 1/48, but on some of these they are 1/72 scale as well. So no, all these boxes are 1/35 and 1/48. What if they just got a page of them where they're there you go. This is the French ones, 1/48. Yeah, they're all 1/48 and 1/35. Sadly, there's no 1/72. I thought there was 1/72 in there. Maybe I was wrong. So yeah, there's all your boxes in 1/35, 1/48. Then you've got your posters, which are 1/35, 148, and then 172. And you've got all sorts here. This is World War One Germany, moving through USA, World War One, and then World War Two Allied countries. Again, 148, 172. I think what it is that they printed it in 135th, and then they print them in 140, and then they print them in 148, 172nd, but you get the same. So yeah, some cracking posters here. You remember that one? Loose slips, sink ships. Yeah, tell me about it. They have Soviet Union. They've got so much going on here. Soviet Union, lots of Soviet Union. And then you've got vintage adverts as well. There's East German ones there. Pin-up girls. So if you want to add a little bit of smut to your diorama, there's some here. Obviously, no nipples are showing. They are, scantily cladded, I think the word is. So 148, 35th and 72nd on there. Some more historical posters. Then you come onto the signs, which are again cardboard. So they're cardboard. Okay. Again, 148, 135th, 148, 172nd. Moving through, you've got these signs here. This is all 135th along here. Really good signs here if you want to use them on your dioramas. Really, really nice. Then you go on to the flags, which are again on paper. These are card. So on the paper, but they've actually printed them both sides. So they actually match up. So when you want to cut them out, they've printed it so they are pretty well what's it called? In register with each other, forward and back. You've got Balkans, Commonwealth, again, France, and Italy. And as again, they're all in the different, 135th, 148, 172nd. You've got your Japanese flags again, which are also in 35th, 72nd, and 48th. Middle East, lots of flags here. Even smaller flags as well, which I think are a bit smaller than 172nd. Then you've got your NATO and UN, North Vietnam, Russia, Soviet Union, Spanish Civil War. Then you've got the Ukraine flags and your white flags. I don't know why they did that. Just saying. Also, just to notice that they are very clever because they've got like UGT on one side. Then when you turn over, they're backwards on the other side. Can you see that? They have thought outside the box on this. So you've got the reverse. It's the reverse. There's a Ukraine, and then you've got your United States flag, a bit of Confederacy flags there for those who do a little bit of wargaming, I guess. And then you have your various tapes. I'm just going to zoom in a little bit on this one here, on the tapes itself. So just scroll in so you can see the tapes. Hopefully, I saw my camera's not very good at getting in big. If I just reset this and just bring it up to the camera, I think it'd be better if I bring it up to the camera. There you go. Can you see all that? So you've got all these police tape from different countries, 135th, 148, and then if you turn the page over, they've got it on the reverse again. So they've already done that in 138 and 135th and 148. That's wrong, yeah, 35th, 48. And then again, you've got banknotes and games on this one. Iraqi, Lebanese, Syrian, South Vietnamese, Dong. You've got board games, so chess in 135th, 148, 172. Calendars, playing cards, envelopes. You've got so much in this book. And again, some of it is actually printed on the other side. So you've got the other side there. It's fantastic. Then you've got your magazines. Again, magazines in 135th, 148, and even smaller in 172. So, newspapers as well. If we scroll across, there's your, and again, printed on the back, historical newspapers. Okay. Well, are these printed on the back as well? No, they're not printed on the back. Then you have your maps, which are very, very well printed. Again, 135th, 148th. If I turn the page over, 148 on that one. and they're 172. Okay, so they're basically the same, but then they just print them so they're smaller. Soviet and Warsaw Pact, color, black and white, you know, whatever you so wish. Again, US Army, lovely, absolutely lovely. I think this is a really, really well-rounded, insightful book indeed, especially for dioramas. Actung Mining, you got quite a few of them, different ones, and then you get your carpets, you know, so in 135th, 135th, 148, and then I think you got your 172 on the last page. That's 201, and that is the back of it. That's it, end of it. And on the back, if we just, can I close this up? What have I done here? Oh, I'll tell you why, I've got to go back this way, haven't I? That's it, yeah. And then on the back, you've got the information there as well about this book. And again, boxes, posters, signs, flags, everything you could ever need for your dioramas. I think it's a fantastic addition, and well done to AK for bringing this out. Right, let's have some final thoughts on this book. So, I think this is going to be a valuable tool for you if you're creating dioramas or vignettes or whatever, or you want to add some realism inside a vehicle. They've got almost everything that you need, you know, ration packs, posters, carpet, smut, you know, they've got it all in here. Now, I understand that a lot of you have been doing it for years, where you would find the subject and then you would then put it on Photoshop and shrink it down, then print it. But you've got to get the scale right, you've got to get your measurements right, and some of us can do it, have got the know-how to do it, but then some of us would rather just buy something and then cut it out and use it. And I think this is where it's at now. And as I said, I do get it that a lot of you have been doing it for years. You would go on to Google Images, find what you want, take it into Photoshop, do it, blah, 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 and that's done. But the quality of the paper, the quality of the cardboard in here is very good. It's a good quality paper, good quality material in this book. Now, dare I say it, it's £40. So it is top end. I think if this was £25, it'd be an easier pill to swallow. But you have 201 pages of information, cutouts, techniques, and advice, tips, tricks, and they've bound it in this. Now, if you were a bit savvy, if you wanted to, I suppose you could not bother, just buy the book and then just cut and then just scan the pictures and then print them yourself. You can do that, but the material's all there for you. I think the playing cards, the banknotes, you know, the newspapers, you know, it's a really good, valuable addition to your scale model bench. I'm glad I've got it. You know, it's and I said when it came in the post, I didn't realise how big it was. You know, I thought it'd be a bit smaller. In my mind, I had it like about A5. You know, it's just in my mind. But it says it's a big chunk of cardboard and paper with thousands of images in here for you to use on your next diorama. And I think that's it. Nothing much to report. But if you want to buy one, they are available, obviously, from Jadlam, where I got mine from. And you can go, and I'll leave a link in the description box and in the comments, where you can go and purchase one of these from them. Or you can go to your local model shop and support them and buy one from them too, if they hold the stock. But that's it. That's it from me. Thanks for watching. If you like the video, click like. If you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe, ring that bell, click all to be notified when I release a new video. And to subscribe to this channel is free. Big shout out to my channel members who help me financially with this channel. If you'd like to become a channel member, you can click join below and select which memberships here you so wish. In one of the four corners will be a playlist or other content from my channel you may like to watch, and hopefully I will see you over there.